Good morning. The class will be continuous. In last class, I said about properties. Now we will continue the properties here. I already said about what is closure property. Closure property. So, if you are taking natural numbers set, if you pick up any two numbers, 3, 5, if you add them, the result should also belongs to n. Means this 8 is present in set of natural numbers or not, you have to see it. So we know that 8 belongs to natural numbers. Means 8 is an element in set of natural numbers. Therefore, you took two elements in natural numbers, you added them, the result also, you got that result is also there in the set of natural numbers. Then what you can say is, set of natural numbers is satisfying closure property under addition. So you have to note down that one. Set of natural numbers is satisfying closure property under addition. Similarly, you can go for remaining three fundamental operations. The meaning is, you are taking 3, 5 belongs to natural numbers, and if you do subtraction here, 3 minus 5. So 3 is smaller number and 5 is bigger number. 3 minus 5 if you do, you should say the answer as minus 2. But here, minus 2 is not an element in set of natural numbers. You took two natural numbers. You performed subtraction. The result is not present in set of natural numbers. So what you can say is, set of natural numbers is not satisfying closure property under subtraction. So addition is, it is obeying it. Subtraction, it's not obeying. Now go for what? Multiplication. So some students will think of that, sir, we will reverse the digits. 5, 3 if you are taking, and 5 minus 3 if you done, result you got 2. So can you say that set of natural numbers is satisfying closure property under subtraction? We can't say, because you are saying that all natural numbers is satisfying closure property, but few are there here. So in an examination in 10th class, if you failed in one subject, so you failed in 10th class only. Like that, for one, if it is not satisfying, so the entire rule also won't satisfy. So for subtraction, you can't take it. Then go for multiplication. You are taking 3, 5 belongs to n, and you are multiplying it. 3 5 is 15. Then 3, 5 belongs to set of natural numbers, and product is also 15. Also belongs to natural numbers. Means you can take any two digits in the set of natural numbers. If you perform multiplication, then the product also will be present in set of natural numbers. So writing part, what you can write? Set of natural numbers is satisfying closure property under multiplication. Then do division. 3, 5 belongs to n. So you are doing 3 divided by 5. 3 divided by 5 is 3 by 4 only. 3 by 5 is not present in set of natural numbers. So maybe some will be present. 6, 2 if you are taking. 6 divided by 2 if you do it. 6 by 2. What is the answer here? 3. 6, 2 are natural numbers. 3 are also natural number. But all numbers are not satisfying. some numbers are satisfying, some numbers are not satisfying. But whereas if you take addition and multiplication, all numbers are satisfying the closure property under addition and multiplication. But here few are satisfying, few are not satisfying. Therefore, you should say that set of natural numbers is not satisfying closure property under subtraction, under division. It is about closure property for only natural numbers. What you have to do is you should take a whole numbers set. You should take a whole number set. Again, you have to do 4 operations. Then, are you getting satisfying or not satisfying? Next, again, in place of W, what you have to do? You should take Z, integers. Integers means negative numbers, positive numbers, whatever. Any 2 integers you have to take it. You should perform addition one time, subtraction one time, next multiplication one time, division one time. Whether they are satisfying or not. So, for natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. So, for all you have to do decimal. So, for all you have to do it. Means natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. That's it. Irrational numbers not necessary, real numbers not necessary. Only you have to perform these all for natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. Now we will go for commutative property. So what is commutative property? We will see it. Here you have to take 2 numbers. They are A comma B. So this A comma B you can take from any natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, whatever it may be, you can take it. Then what you have to do is you have to perform addition one time, subtraction one time, multiplication one time, division one time. Then A plus B. If A plus B means see, I am taking place of A to 3. 2 comma 3 belongs to natural numbers. So here what you have to do is you should take you have to do 2 plus 3 one time, 3 plus 2 one time. Answer for 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is also what? 5. Means here A plus B and B plus A. Have you got it? You got same. So if A plus B is equal to B plus A, then commutative property is satisfied under addition. You have to write you can take any 2 numbers. Okay, you can take any 2 numbers from set of natural numbers. You should do 2 numbers addition. Once A plus B, next B plus A. Result will be same. So you can write set of natural numbers is satisfying closure property under addition. Not closure, commutative property under addition. Now go for subtraction. So here I am taking 2 comma 3 only and belongs to n I am taking. Now what I am doing is one time I should do 2 minus 3. Other time I have to do 3 minus 2. Maximum students they will think that 2 minus 3 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1. Is wrong. 2 minus 3. From 2 you should subtract 3. So here it is nothing but minus 1. And 3 minus 2 plus 1. The results are not same. Means here A minus B never equals to B minus A. Whereas A plus B always equal to B plus A. So commutative property is satisfying for addition, but commutative property is not satisfying for subtraction. Then you have to think for, you should take 2 numbers, A into B do it, B into A do it. So 2 into 3, 3 into 2. Both the results are what? Same. How much you are getting? 6 only. Therefore, set of natural numbers is satisfying commutative property under multiplication also. But whereas if you do division, division is nothing but You are taking 2 comma 3. First you have to perform 2 divided by 3. Next you have to perform 3 divided by 2. It is 2 by 3. It is 3 by 2. 2 by 3 and 3 by 2. Both are same or different? They are different. 3 by 2 answer will become it is, see, numerator is greater than the denominator. Here numerator is smaller than the denominator. It is what? Improper or proper? 2 by 3 and 3 by 2. This you can convert into mixed fraction. This you can't convert into mixed fraction. Its value is less than 1. Its value is greater than 1. So, like I have to say that set of natural numbers is not satisfying commutative property under division and subtraction. It is satisfying for addition and multiplication. Next, we will go for closure property. Commutative property is completed. Next, we have to go for associative property. Associative property is nothing but you should take 3 numbers. Till now you took only 2. Now what you have to do? You should take 2. A, B, C. So here, first A plus B you have to do, plus C you should do it. Next what you have to do? A plus B plus C. First you have to perform B plus C, then you should add that sum to A. If both the results are same, you can say that it is satisfying associative property under addition. So under addition, under subtraction, under multiplication, under division are same. So here, instead of taking 2, 3 numbers, sometimes they'll ask that rational numbers. It is very important because 2 minus 3 is minus 1. You can say very easily. But here 2 by 3, 3 by 7, 5 by 2, something. Some fractions are there like this. Then doing this addition is somewhat difficult than this one. But the difficultness it will go when you are practicing. Now I am taking ABC as these fractions and I will perform LHS and RHS and we will see it here. Are you getting same or not? So here in question they will ask that prove that set of rational numbers is satisfying associative property under addition or not. It is a question. So you have to prove it. So let A is equals to 2 by 3. I am taking here A is equals to 2 by 3. B is equals to 5 by 7. C is equals to 5 by 2. Like this I take it. Now what you have to do is A plus B plus C. It is LHS. In LHS, A, B, C values I am substituting it now. Is equal to I am keeping as it is. I open the brackets here. A is there. A is equal to 2 by 3. Means in place of A what I have to write? 2 by 3. After A what you are seeing? Plus. What is B? 5 by 7. You have to close the brackets. Plus C. What is C here? 5 by 7. As it is ABC values I substituted this one. Next you have BODMAS rule. Means priority for whom you have to give. Means first braces means brackets. First if you are seeing brackets, inside the brackets you have to simplify. So here it is brackets only. You should simplify these two. Some students will do 2 plus 5 7, 3 plus 7 10. They will write it like that. But we can't add fractions like that. Now 3 is in the denominator and here 7 is in the denominator. The LCM for 3 and 7 is 21. 3 table if you are reading, when 21 will come, 3 how many times it will go? In 21 means 7 times. that 7 into its numerator 2. Again here, what is there in the denominator? 7. What you have to do, you should read 7 table. Up to when you have to get 21. 7, how many times it will go? 3 times. What is its numerator? 5. So, plus 5 by 2. Next, in BODMAS, first we should do multiplication or addition. You have to see. We should not perform addition here. What you have to do? First preference is for multiplication. 7 into 2, 14 plus 3 into 5, 15 by 21. You have to close the brackets plus 5 by 2. Next, 14 plus 15 is how much? 29 by 21 plus 5 by 2. Here, again what you have? Fractions here. Means you have to do addition. What is there in the denominator here? 21. What is there in the denominator here? 2. For 21 and 2, the LCM is 42. Then 21, how many times it will go in this? Means 2 times. That 2 into 29 plus 2, how many times it will go? Means 21 times. 21 into 5. Now again BODMAS rule. We should not add 29 to 21 because plus is there. But first what you have to do? Multiplication. First these two you have to multiply, these two you have to multiply. 29 2s are. 29 2s are how much? 58 plus 5 21s are 105 by 42. 58 105. If you are adding 163 by 42. You got here 163 by 42 you got in LHS. Then what you have to do? You should go for RHS. What is RHS here? A plus B plus C. What is A here? 2 by 2. Plus what is B? 5 by 7. What is C? 5 by 2. First what you have to do is, as I said that, you have to simplify within the brackets only. Is 2 by 3 as it is I am writing. 7 and 2. The LCM is 14. 7 how many times will go? 2 times it will go. What is its numerator? 5. 2 how many times it will go? 7 times. What is its numerator? 5. 2 by 3 as it is. 2 5s are how much? 10. 7 5s are how much? 35 by 14. 2 by 3 plus 10 plus 35 how much? 45 by 14. Now you have here 3 and 14. LCM for 3 and 14. 3 and 14 are co-primes. They won't go in any table except 1. 3 and 14 LCM will be their product only. You have to multiply this one. If you multiply, how much you are getting? 42. So 3 how many times will go? 14 times. 14 2s are how much? 2 into 14. 14 how many times will go? 3 times. 3 into 45. 2 14s are how much? 28. 3 45s are. 3 5s are 15. 5 1. 135 by 42. For 135, if you add 28, 8 plus 5, 13, 3, 1, 6, 163 by 40. So here, what you are observing is, in LHS what answer you got it, in RHS also you got the same answer. So LHS is equals to RHS. Here, I took fractions. Just now I said commutative property, A plus B and B plus A. I took examples as small numbers 3 and 5, 2 and 3 like that. But instead of 2 and 3, you can take your own fractions. Your own fractions. So, next, associative of the identity. So, you have two types of identities, multiplicative identity, additive identity. Identity in the sense, if you take any number and if you add identity, you should get same. This number only you have to get it. Like this number is called additive identity. You are performing addition, even the value is not changing. Like that number is 2 plus 0 is equals to 2 or not. So this 0 is called what? Additive identity. Next, multiplicative identity. You have to take one number, you should multiply with some number, but you have to get result as same number. You are doing multiplication, but number is not changing. Like that number is called multiplicative identity. 3 into 1. So any number, if you multiply with 1, you are getting the same number or not. So 1 is called multiplicative identity. So additive identity, multiplicative identity. I hope that you understood. Then we will go for inverse. What is inverse? So here we have two types of inverses: additive inverse, multiplicative inverse. Additive inverse, multiplicative inverse. What is additive inverse and what is multiplicative inverse? We will say it. So you have to take one number. So you are doing addition only, but you have to get being it is addition, you should get additive identity. What is additive identity? Just now I said additive identity is how much? 0. So you took one number, you should add another number. By adding, you should get additive identity. Then what is this number means? This number becomes minus 2. 2 plus minus 2. So here 2 plus minus 2 is how much means? 0 only. Like that, 3 is there. What is its additive inverse? Is minus 3. For 3, minus 3 means if I will ask a negative number, minus 5. What is its additive inverse? If I ask, you have to change the symbol. That is plus 5. If in question plus is there, additive inverse will be minus. In question, if you have minus, additive inverse will be plus. Okay. Now multiplicative inverse. So here same like additive only, but here the operation is 2 is there. You should multiply with one number. You should get multiplicative identity. Then this number is said to be called multiplicative inverse. It is one number. I want to know the multiplicative inverse for 2. This is called multiplicative. With this, if you multiply this number, you should get multiplicative identity. What is multiplicative identity? 1. So 2 with which you have to multiply to get 1 as answer. 2 should be multiplied with one number. Answer should be how much? 1. That number is nothing but 1 by 2. 2 and 2 will be cancelled or not? 2 halves is 1. 3 is there. 3 is multiplicative inverse, 1 by 3. If you multiply, what you are getting? 1. So here, multiplicative inverse 2 by 3 is there. It is a fraction. Its multiplicative inverse, if anyone will ask, you have to reverse this one. 2 by 3, 3 by 2. 3 cancelled, 2 cancelled. 1 you are getting. If I will ask, what is multiplicative inverse of 1 by 5? 1 by 5 with which you have to multiply to get 1 as product. 1 by 5 is 5. Multiplicative inverse of 1 by 5 is 5. Like that. Next, the last property is the distributive property. Distributive property. In this distributive property, you have two distributive properties are there: left and right. Left distributive property, right distributive property. So here A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus A into C. It is called left distributive. Distribution, already you know. During your birthdays, you will distribute chocolates or not? Same like that. What you are doing is, here, how to identify it is distributive means, in associative, same symbols will be there. In distributive, you are seeing into here plus here, different symbols is there. Okay. Next, here also into is there means it becomes what? The associative property. Now into and plus is there. A is distributing to both. Here, think that two persons are there. It is chocolates. So A into B. A came to B, A came to C. What it is doing? A is distributing to both B and C. A into B plus A into C. Like that. Now, right distribution law means A plus B into C is there. A plus B into C is there. So what is the answer means again what you have to do? A into C plus B into C. It is right distributive law. It is left distributive law. So here in place of ABC what you can take is you can take any numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. So practicing is most important. To practice you can take easy numbers, you can take difficult numbers. Difficult means ABC you have to take it as fractions. Fractions, integers, negative numbers. Like that if you are taking it becomes somewhat hard, and if you practice it becomes easy. Now we go for exercise 1.1 in this rational numbers. So as you have textbook, for every maths class you have to keep your own textbook with you, and you should see the question. Here the question itself, name the property involved in the following examples. What he is saying is some examples are given. By seeing the example you have to say the property involved. Property means just now I said closure, commutative, associative, identity, inverse and distributive. Now first one, 8 by 5 plus 0 is equals to 8 by 5 is equal to 0 plus 8 by 5. As I said that one number you are taking, you are adding another number, you are getting same number here. So this 0 is called what? Identity. So which property is involving in this additive? Identity. So what you have to write is 8 by 5 is what? Rational numbers, P by Q form. Set of rational numbers is satisfying additive identity property under addition, or simply you can write additive identity is there in this one. The second question, if you see it, 2 is there outside, inside the brackets 3 by 5 plus 1 by 2, and again this 2 went to both is equals to 2 into 3 by 5 plus 2 into 1 by 2. Here what you have to learn is this into symbol and brackets both are same. See here, A into 3. This brackets means into only. What you have to do? A into 3. Like that 2, this into is not there, brackets are there, again you have to do multiplication itself. See here 2 into 3 by 5 plus 1 by 2. Just now I said A into B plus C. Here 2 and brackets, in between which symbol is there? Means into. Here which symbol is there? Plus. Different symbols. So distributive property. So it is left distribution law. What you have to do is distributive property is involving in this example. Next third question. Can you say what you are seeing here? 3 by 7 into 1 is equals to 3 by 7. 1 is what? Multiplicative identity. So multiplicative identity is involving in this one. That is the one property. Again fourth one, multiplicative identity. Very good. Next fifth one. Fifth one, see 2 by 5 plus 1 by 3, 1 by 3 plus 2 by 5. Same numbers. 2 by 5 plus 1 by 3 is equals to 1 by 3 plus 2 by 5. If I am assuming this as A and this as B, now A plus B, B plus A. A plus B is equal to B plus A means what? Commutative property. So what are these numbers means? Rational numbers. Set of rational numbers is satisfying commutative property under addition. Next here, sixth question, if you see 5 by 2 into 3 by 7. Just multiplication only given. 5 by 2 is a fraction, 3 by 7 is a fraction. He multiplied, he got one product as 15 by 14. It is closure property. Next, if you go for 7th, it is additive inverse. And if you go for 8th, multiplicative inverse. And if you go for 9th, Again it is distributive property. These all are the properties here. And second and third. So try to do it. Okay.